Seth Rollins' WWE return update, Chris Jericho finally returns to WWE, AJ Styles returns to WWE for a secret project, the WWE has given up on Cody Rhodes, Gunther retires Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns gets personal with Triple H, and much, much more. First, let's look at Chris Jericho finally returns to WWE. WWE Elimination Chamber 2026 will be the final premium live event of the company ahead of WrestleMania 42. With this, the show is expected to return with some major returns and surprises that may shake up the landscape of the Stamford-based promotion. These returns will set the stage for a massive WrestleMania 42 match card. Let's see potential returns that could happen at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. Number 1. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is currently on hiatus from the sports entertainment juggernaut. The Visionary suffered a real-life injury, which led to his absence from television. During his last appearance, Rollins was betrayed by the Vision when Braun Breaker and other members destroyed him. Earlier, fans were expecting his return in the Men's Royal Rumble match, but it never unfolded. Now, Elimination Chamber 2026 could be the PLE where the Architect may return to WWE. If Braun Breaker competes in a match at Chamber, Rollins may cost him, eventually leading to Rollins vs. Breaker at WrestleMania 42. Number 2. Bianca Belair. It's been a long time since Bianca Belair has been absent from WWE television. The EST's last match was at WrestleMania 41, where she suffered a loss. Elimination Chamber 2026 appears to be the perfect spot for his comeback. Belair might enter the Women's Elimination Chamber at the last moment and emerge as the winner to challenge Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship at Showcase of Immortals. Number 3. Stone Cold Steve Austin. The road to WrestleMania 42 can witness a legendary return when Stone Cold Steve Austin might return at the Elimination Chamber PLE. According to reports, there are internal discussions about the Texas Rattlesnake comeback in the near future. Though no timeline is revealed, the legendary return may return in the forthcoming PLE to generate more buzz for WrestleMania 42. Number 4. AJ Lee. After shaking the women's division last year, AJ Lee suddenly disappeared from the World Wrestling Entertainment. Even the former Divas champion wasn't part of the women's traditional Rumble match, which was a surprise for many. As Elimination Chamber is set to take place in Chicago, which is CM Punk's hometown, her real-life wife may return at this PLE. This return might set up a AJ Lee vs. Becky Lynch feud for the women's IC title at grandest stage of them all. Number 5. Chris Jericho finally returns to WWE. The WWE Universe was eagerly waiting for Chris Jericho's entry in the Men's Royal Rumble match. However, their expectations ended in a major disappointment, as the Y2J didn't return despite the speculations. As per the latest reports, Jericho is set for a Fozzy Band UK tour in February, which will end on February 21st, 2026. This shows that Chris may be free to appear at Elimination Chamber 2026. The former United States champion can return in the forthcoming PLE and officially kick off his feud for WWE WrestleMania 41. AJ Styles returns to WWE for a secret project. AJ Styles is reportedly set to be at the HQ secretly. The plan is for him to film projects with the company. This comes after the expectation that he would not be working with them again. AJ Styles retired at the Royal Rumble. He and Gunther were set to face each other, with the ring general making sure that AJ's career was on the line. The star ended up losing, despite putting in the best fight possible. The star lost the match, ending his career, and has been forced to retire. However, after the match, he took off his gloves but ended up putting them right back on, leading to further discussion among fans about what was happening. PW Insider reported on the situation. AJ Styles is expected to be at the WWE headquarters later this week, and it seems that he has a reason for being there. He is scheduled to be there secretly, with no announcement about his future from the company. When Styles retired, the idea appeared to be that he was done with the company, and that he would not be coming back again to wrestle in any shape or form. Now, it seems that with these secret projects for the company, he is not altogether done, and may be involved with WWE going forward. For the moment, nothing is certain, and it remains to be seen what he does next for the company. The WWE's plans for Royce Keys. There has been a major update regarding Royce Keys' WWE future following his debut in the Men's Royal Rumble match. The veteran spent the past few years in All Elite Wrestling, performing under the name Powerhouse Hobbs. Royce Keys debuted as the 14th entrant in the Men's Royal Rumble match and didn't last too long. He eliminated Damian Priest from the match, but was sent over the top rope by the Vision's Bronson Reed shortly after. According to a new report from Body Slam Plus, the company is planning on having Keys be a member of the SmackDown roster moving forward. Keys spent 6 years in All Elite Wrestling and captured the TNT Championship as a singles star. He was a member of the Ops faction with Samoa Joe and Katsuyori Shibata when he exited AEW earlier this year. The veteran also captured the Trios Championships alongside Joe and Shibata in AEW. Wrestling insider Dave Meltzer recently shared that Royce Keys was made a substantial offer by All Elite Wrestling, but he decided to turn it down. Speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Meltzer disclosed that the popular star received a 5-year offer from AEW. However, Meltzer added that Keys had already made up his mind that he was leaving when the offer was made. He, Powerhouse Hobbs/Royce Keys, got a 5-year offer from AEW. I think that in the negotiations it became kinda clear that he was going to WWE. The offer was a very good offer. It was not a top 10 offer in the company or anything like that, but a good offer. I don't really know much more. I don't know what the WWE offer was. I don't think he was very interested in the AEW offer. I think he already made up his mind. In WWE for a long time, their belief was as soon as contract's over, he's gone. It will be fascinating to see what the future holds for the 35-year-old on SmackDown. The WWE has given up on Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes' fortunes in WWE have dwindled in the past few weeks. From losing his undisputed WWE Championship to losing at the Men's Royal Rumble match in Saudi Arabia, the year 2026 is turning out to be a nightmare for the American Nightmare. On top of that, his waning popularity is adding more woes to his distress, and it now appears that he could also soon be taken down as the face of the company. It seems that WWE Chief Content Head, Triple H, the one who declared Cody Rhodes as the face of the company at WrestleMania 40, is now looking away from him. The biggest sign that WWE has given up on Cody Rhodes is that he was stripped of the WWE Championship even before WrestleMania 42. Nobody expected a title change on SmackDown last month, and when it happened, it left the WWE fans shocked. Cody had defeated Drew McIntyre twice in their clashes, and this was expected to be their final battle, with the American Nightmare beating him once again. Cody was expected to headline WrestleMania 42 with Roman Reigns in the main event. However, WWE booked him to lose the title 3 months before Mania. This reveals that the company had some anxiety going into WrestleMania 42 with Cody as the WWE Champion. It was also reported that the decision to remove Cody as the WWE Champion was taken just hours before the SmackDown match, and the audience's fatigue with Cody Rhodes remaining as the champion was cited as the reason behind the creative team going with Drew McIntyre as the champion. Another sign that WWE has literally given up on the American Nightmare is that he has possibly been denied a match in the main event of WrestleMania 42. He has been headlining WrestleMania for the past 3 years, but has been shunned from Mania's event this time. With no title around his waist, and after losing the Men's Royal Rumble match, it seems that the door on Cody Rhodes has been closed. CM Punk and Roman Reigns are most probably going to main event night 2 of WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. The only option that he has right now is winning the Men's Elimination Chamber PLE and then going into the main event of night 1 of Mania. However, that also appears to be a distant dream because Cody and Drew have fought 3 times in the past 6 months. So WWE might not be booking them in the main event of night 1 of Mania. If they have a match, that bout could be the opening match of WrestleMania 42. It has been 4 years since Cody Rhodes arrived in WWE, and since then, he has been a babyface. There have been talks around turning him heel at least for once, but the company hasn't pulled the trigger on it yet. When there was a mystery surrounding Jacob Fatu's alleged attacker, it was speculated that WWE could reveal Cody as the attacker and get him to turn heel. However, it hasn't so far been revealed who the mystery attacker was, and it seems that the company won't be going with Cody as that person. In essence, WWE's reluctance to turn Cody into a heel somewhere shows that the company is giving up on the American Nightmare. And if he fails to win the Elimination Chamber also, then he will certainly have a tough year ahead. It now remains to be seen if WWE is interested in pushing Cody Rhodes or whether the company is moving past him. We'll get the answer before WrestleMania 42. Liv Morgan targets Raquel Rodriguez. Liv Morgan won the Women's Royal Rumble match last weekend. She recently discussed the results of this past week's episode of Raw and claimed that Raquel Rodriguez didn't lose her title match because of her. On this week's Raw, Raquel faced off against Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's World title. She had asked Liv to not get involved in the match, but Liv didn't follow her request, and Raquel ultimately lost. In a recent interview with TMZ Sports, Morgan shared her thoughts on the incident. Of course, I know Raquel is a future champion. I was so shocked that she didn't pull it off on Monday. It's a very chaotic match, a street fight. You really have to factor everything in. So I thought Raquel was winning it on Monday, she said. Liv further stated that she wanted Raquel to know that she was there for her during her match. She did tell me not to get involved, but her losing wasn't really directed to my involvement or Roxanne's involvement. Maybe I didn't abide by her, but if you remember a couple weeks ago, Raquel told me not to get involved, and I didn't get involved. Then, the next time we talked, she was upset about me for not getting involved. I was just trying to make sure that she knows that I was there for her. Liv Morgan noted that she won't have that cool visual WWE uses in its videos where Rumble winners point to the sign. While the Miracle Kid did point at the sign, she didn't do it from the corner, but from the middle of the ring. Yeah, I'm still super excited. I'm still super happy. You know, in the moment when I won, I really was conscious of these moments come and go, and you don't know if you'll get a moment like this again. So I really savored it. I savored it so much that I forgot to point to the WrestleMania sign. I was so in the moment that I forgot to point to the sign, and that's what you do when there's a Rumble. You know you're gonna have this amazing visual where you're pointing to the WrestleMania sign. I completely forgot just because I was really savoring it and in it. And so yeah, a couple days removed, I'm just as excited and just as happy. The 31-year-old wrestler also said the only reason Dom turned on the ones he had was that they never accepted him for his true self. She said that this isn't a problem between them as she accepts the Latino cheat for exactly who he is. What do you mean, do I still trust Dominic? When did I not trust Dominic? Not with me. Not with me. No, I do know. I do know. See, what had happened is that all these people that Dominic turned on, they didn't accept him for who he was at the end of the day. I accept Daddy Dom exactly. I like how he is. And so that's why we don't worry about those things. Morgan was also asked who she plans to challenge after winning the Women's Rumble match. She was also asked if Dominic Mysterio has a say in that decision. The former Women's World Champion responded by revealing that she will obviously discuss with Dom. Of course, we're going to discuss it. We discuss everything together. But like I said, I really have no clue what I'm looking to do. That's why I'm going to do some recon. I'm really going to wait out my options, the pros, the cons, and ultimately when the time is right, I'll choose what decision is best for me, she said. She was further asked how she feels about becoming a world champion again. Solidifies that I'm the greatest women's world champion of all time, like I've been saying. A third reign, 3 is also my favorite number. I know there's a third reign in my future. During the same interview, Liv revealed how she celebrated her Royal Rumble victory. Apparently, the former women's world champion called her mom and her on-screen boyfriend, Dominic Mysterio, after winning the 30-woman match. I called my mom, and I called Dominic right away. I FaceTimed them both and celebrated. And that was really it, you know. I got on a flight from Saudi Arabia straight to Philly. So I slept it off, she said. Gunther retires Brock Lesnar. Gunther claimed a popular WWE superstar was stupid after he attacked him this past Monday night on WWE Raw. The former leader of Imperium picked up a massive victory at Royal Rumble 2026. AJ Styles put his career on the line in a singles match against the former World Heavyweight Champion at the PLE this past Saturday night in Saudi Arabia. Gunther applied a sleeper hold in the middle of the ring, and the phenomenal one could not escape. Styles passed out in the middle of the ring to lose the match and to end his legendary in-ring career. Styles' former tag team partner, Dragon Lee, confronted the veteran this past Monday night on the red brand and attacked him. The 38-year-old hit Dragon Lee over the head with the ring bell. He then locked in a sleeper hold on Lee before security broke it up. The veteran took to Instagram today to share a clip of Lee's attack and claimed that he was stupid. "Brave but stupid," he wrote. The career killer also retired John Cena and Goldberg last year. He forced Cena to submit in his final match at Saturday night's main event in December 2025. Wrestling veteran Bully Ray recently suggested that Gunther could retire Brock Lesnar at WWE SummerSlam later this year. Speaking on Busted Open Radio, the legend stated that the former champion might retire the Beast Incarnate at the PLE in Minnesota. He added that it would make the Raw star a credible world heavyweight champion in the future. Look at what is on the table for Gunther in the next 6 months. The potential. Let's look at the short term to get him to where we ultimately want him in the long term. Retire AJ at the Rumble, bring back Brock, retire Brock at SummerSlam in his home of Minnesota. You have now done everything that you could possibly do to make him a monster who can be next-level credible world heavyweight champion in the future, Bubba Ray said. Lesnar competed in the men's Royal Rumble match this year but came up short. Roman Reigns emerged victorious to earn a title shot at WWE WrestleMania 42. Roman Reigns' personal talk with Triple H leaked. Roman Reigns may have dropped a subtle Triple H hint during his promo. The star had a vicious war of words with CM Punk. Reigns won the 2026 Royal Rumble. He walked out to address the fans in Philly on Raw, but was interrupted by CM Punk. In the verbal battle that followed, the two stars destroyed each other. Reigns at one point indicated that when Punk was rejoining the company in 2023, WWE management reached out to him, and he signed off on it. He detailed that he made a promise to Paul, and he kept it. On a recent episode of Not Some Wrestling, WWE presenter Sam Roberts pointed out that things got serious the moment Roman Reigns started using Punk's real name. He felt that when Roman first mentioned Paul, he was talking about the Wiseman. However, he later realized that Roman was in fact referring to Paul Triple H Levesque. And then he goes, Phil? And now I'm like, oh boy, we're using governments now, huh? I love when the tribal chief starts using governments. He says, Phil, why do you think you're back here? Who do you think gave the okay? 2 years ago, or whatever it was, Paul came to me. And I went, at first I go, oh, they're doing some wise man stuff. And I go, oh, wait a minute. He's talking about the other Paul. He's talking about Paul Triple H Levesque. And he's sitting there flat out saying, and you believe it. So he says, Paul came to me and made sure it was all good with me before he re-signed you. I said it was okay for you to be here. And you go, could that possibly be true? Of course, it could possibly be true. Seth Rollins' return update. A recent report has shed light on Seth Rollins' possible return to the Stamford-based promotion's weekly programming. The Visionary is currently out with an injury. At Crown Jewel 2025, Seth Rollins seemingly suffered a shoulder injury while performing the Coast to Coast. He confirmed his injury on the following edition of Raw. Later in the show, Rollins was brutally attacked by his Vision teammates, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Since then, he has been out of in-ring competition. In this year's Men's Royal Rumble, Braun Breaker came out at number 2. However, during his entrance, he was brutally taken out by a masked man. The mystery assailant first threw Breaker into the steel steps before hitting him with a Seth Rollins-esque curb stomp. The mysterious man then threw the former Intercontinental Champion into the ring, where Obafemi didn't take long to eliminate him from the Rumble. Many believe the mystery man behind the mask was none other than Seth Rollins. However, according to the HSP podcast, the mystery assailant was allegedly Grayson Waller, which could be the reason why WWE pulled him from several NXT live events. According to Corey Hayes of Body Slam, the Triple H-led creative team expects Seth Rollins to return soon from his injury hiatus. The report also highlighted that this was the major reason behind the company allegedly using Grayson Waller as the masked man to attack Braun Breaker, because they could later reveal that the mystery assailant was none other than Seth Rollins. WWE expects Rollins back before WrestleMania, which is why they ran the angle, he wrote.